For many people, smoking is a simple pleasure, a way to relieve stress, a habit. But when we look deeper, smoking is much more than that. It is an addiction, a chain, a test of willpower. That's why, from Nietzsche's perspective, smoking is not just an ordinary act. It is an existential choice, a form of self-betrayal. Friedrich Nietzsche is one of the most intense, most unsettling, and perhaps most disturbing figures in philosophy. At the core of his philosophy lies the struggle of human existence, the journey to surpass oneself and attain true freedom. Nietzsche aimed to spark a revolution not only in the realm of ideas, but also in the most ordinary habits of daily life. Today, we will explore smoking and addiction in general through the lens of Nietzsche's philosophy. This is not merely about nicotine or tobacco. It's a matter of who you are, how you live, and who you want to become. In Nietzsche's philosophy, the concept of the Übermensch, the Overman or superhuman, stands out. The Übermensch is someone who breaks away from the herd, transcends the values imposed by society, and creates their own morality and values. They overcome their weaknesses and become the master of their passions and fears. But here's the question: can someone addicted to smoking become a Übermensch? How can a person who is a slave to their own habits create their own values? According to Nietzsche, human beings are in a constant process of self-overcoming. Remaining where we are now, accepting ourselves as we are, is, in Nietzsche's philosophy, a kind of regression. That's why quitting smoking is not just a decision about health, it's a decision about identity. Nietzsche's concept of the will to power is the fundamental driving force of life. Every living being strives to increase its strength, to push its limits, and to grow. But what is a cigarette? Does it make you stronger? No. On the contrary, it weakens you. It slowly decays your lungs, your heart, your body. But not just your body, it also corrodes your willpower. Because every cigarette you light is a small battle lost against your will. When you say, "I want to quit smoking, but I can't," what you're really saying is, "I can't control my will the way I want to." According to Nietzsche, being strong is not just about being strong against others. It's about being strong against yourself. So, why do we smoke? Is it only because of nicotine addiction? When we consider Nietzsche's critique of nihilism, we see that modern humans live with a deep sense of emptiness. God is dead. Traditional values have crumbled. Amid the speed and chaos of modern life, people are confronted with a profound sense of meaninglessness. To fill this emptiness, we turn to small pleasures, like smoking, as forms of escape. But is this a real solution? No. Nietzsche constantly warns us, do not run from meaninglessness. Do not numb the pain. To love life is to embrace all of its pain, chaos, and weight. Smoking is not just a physical addiction. It is also an existential escape. An escape from anxiety, from boredom, from feelings of inadequacy, from the fear of meaninglessness. But Nietzsche's philosophy does not advocate escape. It calls for confrontation. The strong individual faces these emotions and overcomes them. The weak one hides behind small pleasures and numbness. Another crucial point is freedom. For Nietzsche, freedom is not merely about breaking the norms imposed by society. True freedom is being the master of oneself. But is smoking truly a free choice? Can a person who has surrendered to an addiction really be free? Is someone who repeatedly says, "I shouldn't smoke," and still does, truly free? No. That person is a slave to their own habits. Real freedom comes with responsibility. It comes from taking ownership of your body, your mind, and your life. As Nietzsche said, no one can rise in your place. No one can fight in your place. Quitting smoking is not just about breaking free from nicotine. It's a process of transformation. It's about returning to yourself, reclaiming your willpower, and redesigning your life. Now, inspired by Nietzsche's philosophy, I'll share some ways to quit smoking. First, train your willpower like a muscle. Nietzsche believed that willpower is not something you simply have. It's something you strengthen through practice. When you say no to a cigarette today, it becomes easier to say no tomorrow. Small victories build great willpower. You don't have to quit all at once, but every moment of resistance makes you stronger. Second, create your own values. Nietzsche says, no one can decide what is right for you. Your smoking circle, social norms, advertisements, they all offer you a lifestyle. But the Übermensch creates their own values. Who do I want to be? Strong or weak? Free or enslaved? Quitting smoking is difficult without asking yourself these questions. Third, Do not run from pain. According to Nietzsche, pain is the path to growth. During the quitting process, you will feel pain. You may feel unsettled. You might even feel depressed. But remember, the one who faces and goes through pain emerges stronger. The one who runs away becomes weaker. Fourth, find meaning. Nietzsche argues that life is not just about surviving, it's about giving life meaning. Why do you want to quit smoking? Is it just for your health or for your children, for your dreams, for the respect you have for yourself? When you attach meaning to the quitting process, your motivation grows. Fifth, don't hesitate to seek support. Nietzsche emphasizes individual strength, but that doesn't mean being alone. A doctor, a therapist, a support group, or even a friend who understands you. All of these are tools that support your willpower. A strong person does not see asking for help as a weakness. Finally, remember this. Quitting smoking is not an end, but a beginning. The day you quit, you start to breathe again. You begin to walk again, to grow again. As Nietzsche said, find the light of your own star. Remember this, your body forgives you. No matter how much you have worn it down, the moment you decide to quit, an extraordinary healing process begins. Quitting smoking is not a battle, it's a revolution. As Nietzsche said, every day is a test. Can you be a little stronger today? Can you break one more chain today? Remember, you are not just a body, you are a will, you are a potential. And every morning when you wake up, ask yourself, am I the master of my will today, or a slave to my addiction? The choice is yours. If these thoughts have touched you, and you want to learn more about the realities of life, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like this video.